welcome to this episode of Sailing Frida Visby. In this episode we will explore the main island of the Azores, São Miguel. This is Sailing Frida Visby cruising the Northeast Atlantic Islands. We have quit our working life to see the world from our sailboat, and we want to bring you with us.
My name is Anders.
I am Gitte. And this is Litsa, the truly free spirit on board. First impression of Ponta Delgada on the Azores.
Om det handlar om att vi ska ta alla restauranger, vi blir jättemätta.
First walk in Ponta Delgada on the Azores. Wow! Look at that! We're looking for a place to have a beer and the restaurant. And it looks like we are on the right track. Well, 3 is going that way and 1 is going that way.
Bara ost. Ost och öl, det kan man leva på.
Ja.
Skål!
Skål! Den är bra. Ja.
These burgers are big. This is a very special store. If you have the opportunity, you should definitely visit it. Very unique store. It's sardines. Lots of sardines.
Du får lära dig portugis, italienska.
The Azores has 9 islands. São Miguel is the main island and Ponta Delgada is the capital of the Azores, which formerly belongs to Portugal. The population is 250,000 and half of them live on São Miguel. A lot of people out, some kind of celebrations. First morning after passage. And as tradition, a nice breakfast the first day after a long sail. So this is our first breakfast in Ponta Delgada in the Azores. And Litsa's happy she can climb again. I am trying to find out where we are going to go and visit when we are here at São Miguel. And I just prepared little lunch break. Looking for a chandlery? Help us grow the channel, hit subscribe and the little bell button to get notifications. We have found it! Lots of fishing equipment. We found it at last, and maybe it wasn't the biggest, but the staff was friendly, but to be honest, it had mostly fishing equipment. But Anders bought a fishing knife, more or less as a souvenir. I got coffee, and Anders is trying the local beer made here on the Azores. Look at this amazing tree. It's just huge. It could have been the mother tree of Avatar with no problem. Anders and I are not religious, but we got a bit curious about this church because there is light bulbs. It's all covered with light bulbs. And the interior was beautiful. And in one end they have made amazing flower decorations. We continue our walk and have a look at the town. And those cute pineapples are grown locally, and they're very sweet and tasty. The buildings get that typical black and white look from black lava stone and white caulk facades. Hello! You found a piece of chocolate! We are told to move. Yeah, those spots you can clearly see the south signs. But here, at our spot, nothing. And at Tintomara spot, nothing. And they say on the radio when we came that we could take any spot we wanted. And yesterday they called us and said, "No, you are on a charter company's spots." The only sign there was that there were some lions laying, but well, that goes actually that way, so it wasn't easy to guess that it belonged to this spot, and the same with ours. So I don't understand how we should know that these spots belongs to a charter company. Today we are going on a bus trip to the northeastern part of San Miguel. Yes, they have. So they are ahead of us. So now we are going on a little bus trip
by the region overall.
The 9 islands of the Azores have different characters. San Miguel is called the Green Island, and already on our first stop we begin to understand why. All of the islands are volcanic and they stretch out over a 600-kilometer area, far out on the Atlantic Ocean, 1,500 kilometers from Lisbon and 3,400 kilometers from the American East Coast.
The landscape is super nice. It's a big difference compared to Madeira, which is really steep. This is more like Ireland with hills.
Those beautiful islands has a long history and are known for their bio and geodiversity. The climate, with an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, is very nice and not too warm, not too cold, all the year around. This is one of the best views over Lake Furnas, a very special place, as you are going to see. We are standing on the edge of the volcanic crater and looking down into it. Anders had a little bit of problems of flying the drones due to disturbances, but I still think that the footage is amazing.
Sources of renewable energy. Actually, one of them we can see from here, my friends, the only wind farm of the San Miguel with around 10 electric turbines. Then we also have got in Ribeira Grande on our way to our first point of stop on the morning. We are going to pass them in the end of the day. So if you didn't see it,
please point them out.
Exactly. When we are returning to Ponta Delgada, I'm going to point
and
out
then
to.
Of course, of solar.
Actually, no. We do have solar, but for heating purposes, not for electricity. The other source is hydroelectrical, my friends, using the streams and the power of the running water. We have got 7 hydroelectrical power stations spread around the island, and this is actually our oldest and our first also renewable energy that we had in here that already was diffused.
So wind,
that's the cheapest
wind,
way.
geothermal and hydroelectric.
Exactly, perfect. Exactly. For electricity.
For electricity.
Exactly.
And
the
sun,
solar is
and,
for the
and solar
is
for
the wind.
heating.
Exactly.
Now we are going to one of the places where there are most geothermal activity. I can feel the heat. And look over there. Wow. Amazing. But smelly.
They would make a hole in the ground, my friends, put their pots at the time, with their food at the time, cover the hole with a few hours in nature with good food. On it, they are just closing it. You already have a little bit of temperature and pressure inside, so if someone arrives in so you are seeing basically the whole hole, and this is the reason, for example, to
Steam cooked food.
Yeah.
The restaurant has arrived, so we are now going to this area so that you have the opportunity to see.
The restaurant has arrived. We're going to dig out our lunch. And there's the pot.
Or from time to time, but from the end of the restaurants, literally every day, my friends. They are going to keep collecting a few more pots, at least this one, at least 1 o'clock. Other restaurants, if they have more reservations, perhaps even more.
Talking about the color of this stream. It's all yellowish orange.
In here to pick you up so that we can go to the lunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Beautiful with flowers and stuff here as well.
Ja, nej, men det är ju så. Alltså när vi som är ute och reser så här, det viktigaste som finns är ju absolut appearance. Det sminkar sig och fixar och valklänningar och allt sånt. Inte det, ska jag vara tyst nu? Jag tänkte, som jag pratar så är det ju lugnt jämfört med killen som är så där. No, it's enough for me.
It's enough for you, sir, so I can ask for others. So one has already come. If you want, we can bring more, sir. That's not a problem. Then in here also, my friends, we've got the carrots. We've got in here the normal potato.
What I got here, rice, sweet potato, cabbage, chorizo, ordinary potato, carrot, jam, pork meat, beef meat and chicken. And that is blood sausage.
The information regarding our official trip.
Now we are going to a waterfall. And it's just here. another amazing place on the Azores. So beautiful. Another stunning viewpoint. Fantastic view over the sea and beautiful flowers. This has been a great tour, and we have experienced a lot and seen so many beautiful views like this. And São Miguel is actually a very green, lush place with soft hills as a contrast to the very high and sharp edges of Madeira. And its temperature is just perfect. It's not too warm, it's not too cold. It's just amazing. You can't smell it, but the air here is so fresh, and also you have the smell from all the plants and the flowers mixed with the smell from the sea. It's really just a relaxing place.
So that we go by a different way, like we have already came by that way, so let's go by another one. Not to repeat so much, you know.
So what do you think about the tour?
Nice. The weather has been perfect.
Yeah.
Sunny but not too warm.
Yeah.
And very clear, so we have been able to see far. And we've been not as high up as in the Madeira, but still high enough to get a good view over the landscape.
Yeah.
It's very different to Madeira.
It is. It is.
Slopes.
It's still this amazing green.
Yeah.
And
But
of course the blue of the sea as a background, but it's like softer. Everything is softer. It's smoother.
slopes, not like steeps.
Yeah. We went back to the church when it was evening a couple of days later.
Lite över 3 dygn och sen tog det lite över 4 dygn. Men då gick vi inte raka vägen. Så med lite vettig vind och raka vägen så skulle vi kunna göra det på kanske 6.
This is Festa do Santo Cristo 2022, and this is one of the largest religious festivals in the Azores, and it brings lots of pilgrims and other visitors. And the lights of the church was amazing. What do you?
It's for the next Christmas. We need to buy one. And
Oh, I thought it was a toy for Litsa. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a comment down below and subscribe and hit the little bell button. And thumbs ups always makes us happy.